Very big news. This Saturday, Saturn is leaving Pisces, May 24th, going into Aries. This is very good news if you are somebody born with Saturn in Pisces. This means that your Saturn return is ending. That would be people who were born between January 28th, 94 and April 7th, 96, or December 16th, 64 to March 3rd, 67. Saturn return, what is that? So we have 7 traditional planets. These are the planets you can see with the naked eye, the ones that go back as far as humanity goes because we could see them. And Saturn is the furthest away planet of all of these natal planets that we have here. So that means that it has the longest cycle to go around the sun. Saturn takes about 30 years to make its orbit around the sun. So by the time you hit your Saturn return, that means you'll have experienced a full cycle of every single planet's orbit at this point. Therefore, astrologically, you've sort of experienced what the fullness of all of the transits in your chart will feel like. So this in astrology is sort of like a coming of age, reaching maturity. It also tends to be sort of a dark night of the soul type of era. Saturn is our planet of discipline, punishment, structure, boundaries, saying no generally, which are things that subjectively just don't really feel very good, but are still very important. So normally when Saturn comes around to the place where you were born, it will tend to give you a really hard time. But then after it leaves, probably give you much more structure and solidity with whatever that part of life is that you were going through. So this is great if your Saturn return is ending, should be like a huge weight is lifting off of you. But unfortunately, if you were born with Saturn in Aries, then your turn is just beginning and we're about to figure out who you really are and what you really need to let go of. This is going to be people who were born between April 7th, 96 to June 9th, 98. Y'all, we're just getting started here. So let me know how you're feeling with this Saturn return ending. Saturn is actually going to be back in Pisces again, retrograding back there, September 1st, 25 through February 14th, 26. So we're not really quite done, but it is going to leave, breath of fresh air, come back in, quick little bout of structure and discipline and maybe some hard times, and then we're really out of here. So notice how you're feeling on Saturday. Just note the past couple years and what kind of transformations you've been going through. If you were just finishing up your Saturn return, let me know how it went. And as always, hit me up if you need a reading, if you want me to analyze exactly which part of life this was probably affecting you in and what you can expect in the future. I'm here to help, or just stop by Tired Hands on Friday. Going to be doing mini readings, or come to one of my astrology workshops at the People's Gallery to learn my methods for reading charts.